Hey there, defenders of Lycan Air, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, episode 86, Burning Man. Alright, we do have a raid coming in. They are unusually clever, attacking immediately. And I think what I'm going to do is flip-flop the gates. Yeah. I'm going to do a gate flip-flop, I think, to give us more time to defend. Yeah, honestly, I like all of the, I think all of the... Oh, no, they're attacking the walls. They have a valid path to get in, so that's really odd. These two are wall busting. Having a double layered outside wall wouldn't be a terrible idea, I don't think. But I think given how they are breaching, I'm going to change my tactic entirely. I'm going to close the gates and go to the breaches with my soldiers. Except for Colostrum, because they don't have a weapon, so I'm going to put them on a Scorpion. Oh, and then maybe Maxis too, because Maxis can't move. I'm going to forbid the outside doors so that none of my people like go out and get themselves hurt. And they are breaching here. Wow, you were down quick. Yeah, I can see why. Good job, Ryder. Look at Ryder just doing his own thing. So I'm keeping most people out of the outer city, because the outer city at the moment is a bit of a war zone. And it's interesting that even with a valid path into the base, they decided to break walls. It's odd, actually. But all's well that ends well. They're all dead. Bebo. Let's have you heal Joshua. Oh my god, stop whimpering, Yoda. You're driving me crazy. A delicate pigskin. Ryder, you did a pretty good job. You got tore up, though. How is your medicine? Nobody good with medicine is up here. So that's a bit of a concern. Leopard. You are a slowpoke, don't want you. So I need someone with good medicine to go north to go help him. Severina, that would be you. I think those were the only two major injuries. Joshua's deep cuts and Ryder's deep cuts. You can see how little Darius has concern for the defense of the city. He's like laying on his back, staring at the sky. Now he has a go frenzy. Apparently he really liked that cloud gazing. If it makes him happy. Well, good job, Ryder. Okay, here we are at Brigantium. Flea, the tech nerd and misogynist. No thanks. Talks, sir. Trigger happy optimist masochist. With a wooden hand and loyal. A germaphobe ascetic. That doesn't really call to me. And a super immune kind Neanderthal with a bunch of problematic body parts. Okay, I think we're good. We're not buying any more slaves. So we will just make this exchange and then head home. We have a lot more cloth. And then all the items that we couldn't sell, like the Thrombohorn, the flop caps, and the shields, I can just dump. No one wants them, so that's fine. So chat, do you agree with my assessment about the DLCs? That, like, if you had to buy 2, it would be biotech and ideology? And if you had to buy 1, it would be either biotech or ideology? I mean, obviously. And then royalty. Royalty mostly adds, well, I don't know. Royalty adds a good bit. It was the first DLC, and it was probably a bit smaller in scope. But what I will say is psycasting does very significantly change the mechanics of RimWorld. Giving a player quite the edge for defending colonies and the like. Allowing for non-meta kill box design type stuff that you don't get without psycasting. Just my 2 cents. Okay, I think everybody is, like, fine and healed, and, things are going more or less back to normal. We have a lot of cleanup as a result of the battle. Oh, caravan ambushed. Yeah, that's not gonna work very well, Pickab. You were about to get smoked. Drinks on you? How are you feeling today, dude? Cheers. Royalty feels like vanilla because it's been out so long? Yes. Like, this series does not use royalty, which feels weird. I think to myself, like, where's my braziers? Right? But it's like, yeah, braziers aren't vanilla. I get that. It's easy to forget. Your fever finally broke? I'm glad to hear it. So I've almost prepared the space for the villa, and then I'll start putting down the plans. Uh-oh, Ryder got infection. I'm actually not going to forcibly bed rest you. I think just preaching health will be enough. You are a slave after all, so it's a little bit less of a concern. But I will send Bebo to tend to you. So I think, I'm not going to try for perfect mirror, but I can do something similar-ish to the other design. It's not going to be perfect mirror because the entryway is going to be different. I'm planning on having just this road go up, slave area, and then villa. Hashimoto, thank you for the resub. So here is the, like, roughly the bedrooms. Very rough first pass, and then I'll refine it further. Actually, you know what? Quite honestly, this works out pretty well. So I'll put the common area here. And then the recreation and meals here. Make that a little bit larger. So what is this roughly? This is kind of like a 12 by 7. This could be a little bit larger. As could this, honestly. They're just not all the same size. There we go. It's good enough. I think what I'll do is I'll just fill this hole in. So, I mean, it could be a bathroom, but I think I'd rather fill it and not have it be so abnormally shaped. So the common area can be here, and then the meal rooms that we have are 9 by 9s with the corners cut out. So something like that. And then the slave area and the supplies in that spot. It's roughly the same size at, like, bird's eye view, more or less, the square footage. And then we'll need the bathrooms in there, which could be, these are like 5 by 5s. So bathrooms and then sort of a common area in here. Now the Republic that we're courting are craftsmen. So what I might want to do is to have a non-functional sort of like craftsman area in there. Non-functional meaning that they won't actually do any work and there won't be actual bills on the tables. But sort of like how the Central Republic war senators have like this war room, and then the senators that are concerned with aesthetics and tranquility have like an open park. We'll do a craftsman area for the last senators. These guys are heading home. They'll be home in about a day and a third. And yeah, I like it. What do you guys think? Spiritualists will be upset. Who the hell is a spiritualist? Oh, Engo is the wrong ideology. Yeah, I don't really care about Engo's feelings. Ha! You think I care? Ha ha! Sorry, but it's our ideology or bust. Most of the walls have been... I think that's the last hole. Yeah. How's your infection? You're so fine. No issue at all. So it's the 1st of spring. We've got rain, and the rain's going to help put grass for grazing back on the ground. I don't think that this pen is quite ready for the door to be closed, because I think they're the most hungry. So I'm going to keep that the way it is for now. And, yeah, I think we're actually ready to start putting structure down now. So I'm leaving gaps for the doorways. This bedroom is so much larger than the others. There. That's a little bit more reasonably sized. And then this will just be a roadway entryway here. Oh, you know what? I need to move that over so that this road can be wider. Yes. I don't like cutting into a... There we go. Something like that. This doorway doesn't really work, I realize. So I'm going to move those buildings down a little bit. Let's put one of the... maybe the bathroom here. And then the bathhouse can still remain here. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do that. And then I'll just backfill this back wall to make this a little bit smaller. That will help. Now there's room for a door and another door without, like, each door blocking one another, and then I can move this back up. Okay, it's not a large common area, though. That would be my only concern. It's maybe... Actually, I don't know if it's smaller than the others. I think I'm going to move the dining rooms a little bit. Out of concern that it does indeed cut into more of a contiguous common area. So we'll put one dining here, like one dining there. And that way it's a little bit more open floor planned. Yeah. Much more open. And there's still space for the slave quarter here and the storage. So then this would come up like that, where we have like more of an entryway. I dig it. Let's start filling in the walls. My Muffalo got struck by lightning. Nothing like getting struck in the eyeball. Yikes. Now, if I am going to be making furniture for this, I'm probably going to want to buy more cloth. Because it seems to me like if I barely had enough furniture or cloth to finish this, I'm definitely going to run out of cloth going forward. So I'll probably have some traders go back out on a trade run not too long from now. So we don't have a situation where we don't have materials for the villa. I'm probably going to regret putting a grow zone down like this, but the idea that I have is because we definitely ran low on hay grass last winter. Just filling all of this fertile zone, not fertilizing it or anything, but filling this fertile zone up with hay grass. Because it is now inside of our walls and could be kept reasonably safe from wild critters. Might not be a bad idea. The bottom corner wall, oh yeah, it is uneven. That's why before I start putting down the very expensive flooring, I rough out the walls first. Hey, Wasteland. How's it going today? What have you been up to? One of those tiles wasn't fertile? Was it not? It was not. There. How's that? Your brain can be at ease now. Question. What are we going to do with Ango? Citizenship, enslave. So just as a little reminder, Ango is a bodyguard with high shooting and high melee, construction, art, intellectual, baseliner, no health problems. Mostly has combat stats, but could be put to work elsewhere. And they're home. So whatever the case is, Ango, initially she is going to have to be enslaved to be converted. But then if we want to citizen or rather imprisoned to be converted but not enslaved, then subsequently we can decide what to do. I love having so many craftsmen be able to throw together a fairly reasonable bedroom quickly. All right. Next up is the walls for the actual bathrooms. And then after that, we'll do the ornate arches for the door frames. How long has this been playthrough going? A long time. 58 hours? Something like that. Alright, Engo, you get citizenship. Lucky you. You only get citizenship, however, after you get enslaved. Where are you? Colostrum, do we have a crossbow for you yet? We do. And then... oh my god, where's Engo? Well, I know you have tattered apparel. No, that's Jespis with tattered apparel. Alright, Jespis, you get the new toga. Engo already swapped apparel out, so... oh my god, where is Engo? Elba... oh, you're in front? Really? Really? I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Alright. Joker. Arrested. Here, go, wait outside of the, out of the prison there for us. Please and thank you. It's a prisoner. Convert. So for the other villas, the bathrooms were given a different tile. And I'll continue that pattern for the new one. We'll do marble mosaics in here. A relationship. Kin of Livia. Okay. And then, of course, the sauna and the bathroom were given a different tile, too. And then pretty much everything else is like marble flooring. I think I probably don't have enough marble. Given how massive the villa projects are. So I will queue up some more marble. Wait, how do you still have tattered apparel? Oh, your wreath. Your toga was probably not even tattered. Yeah, it wasn't. Whatever, you're in a better toga. You're not going to complain. I'm just having Cerise like garbage haul the tattered stuff out of the old villa. It might be something worth doing now that we're actually making the Tyrian fabric togas to offer wreaths for the senators as well. This bedroom seems a little smaller than the rest. Just from quick glance. Well, that one's not too spacious either. I'm going to push this up a little bit now. The more progress I get into this, the more intractable the inequalities become. Alright, Severina, let's have you try to close the barn's access to hay so we can stockpile it for next winter. We have the capacity to do a conversion ritual, I think, in 7 hours. So I'll try a conversion ritual with the senators in attendance, because they don't really do much else, so it doesn't hurt to have them stop the nothing that they do in a given day for a conversion ritual. Maybe reset the haystacks to full. So the areas that I have them set to limited really don't have a lot of animals, right? There's only like 2 horses here, so they really don't need a big stockpile of hay. In fact, what grows in their pen is often just enough for them to subsist throughout the winter. So I'll reset it if we get a true abundance, if we get like 5,000 hay, but until we get an enormous amount of hay, I'd rather just keep it limited. Oh, another raid. Attacking immediately, and they are breachers. Oh boy, Severina. You are going to have a hard time here. Who was pathing? Alright, these guys are pathing weird. Actually, you know what? Severina's going to take some big risk here. Oh god. Well, at least you're not a dire Lycan, right? You're not super flammable like everyone else. The concept was to waste the fire breath ahead of time, which like kind of worked, but not to Severina's advantage. Unfortunately, the scorpion turrets and all are flammable as well. Oh, nice. We're now shooting down the line. Great. So he's like just taking one for the team, trying to waste all their fire breath. Because breachers with fire breath can do a lot of damage. How about you don't like stop, drop, and roll towards the enemies though? Because like, okay, or do, because it is helping me. I just feel bad for your health, your own health. You're just like, oh, this is fine. Burn my eyes out. Well, now the only path into the base is completely full of fire. Nabla's like, hey, let me go join the firefight. Rania, stay there. Maxis, don't shoot Colostrum. Oh my god. I saw that. Maxis. Worst ever. Well, Severina, survived. They're fleeing. Oh no, they're not fleeing. That was, conversion ritual readiness. There we go. Severina, welcome back to the base. I will have Scipia stop what she's doing to start tending you, because you are covered in burns. Okay, they are fleeing now. Some of our slaves were going to go firefight, so I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna undraft them. It's also possible to get some impid slaves out of this too. So I will analyze whether or not there are good people to be captured. There's some repairs to be made, but like, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been. Sinev, you are a jogger, but you're missing a lung. You still might be useful. Vorat, undergrounder, who's missing so many body parts. You are a pyromaniac? You don't say. Delicate pyromaniac? Undergrounder, another one. Not missing body parts. Okay, let's capture. You are missing an arm. Probably not going to be that useful. And you are missing... You are a pessimist, greedy pessimist. Maybe we execute you. Severina, you have been pretty much entirely patched up. Good job. Yeah, the delicate pyro might be execution as well. I'll capture. We'll see who ends up surviving the imprisonment. Well, that was spicy. Ritual opportunity of Lupercalia in about 2 days. Bebo, Colostrum, and Ficus still hurt. Colostrum got shot by Maxis in the arm. Pretty badly, in fact. Now, I put the prison here because we had a gate here. I don't have a prison anywhere close to here, which is a bit of a disadvantage. Same with our corpse burning. Right now, my focus is the villa. Did we get the theater? Okay, so the theater is done. Cool. I'll take that off of priority. So I'm not all that interested in taking on any other construction projects besides just villa, which is why I'm not going to make a corpse burning area or a prison area closer to the active gate. I acknowledge that it's an issue, but I am also saying I'm not working to fixing it. Okay, Scipia, can you prevent Senev from dying? No. You could have, but you walked away to grab medicine. So, bye-bye, Senev. I think that was the jogger. So these others that I captured are just not interesting to me. Oh well. The issue that I have is, like, often when you patch them up when they're downed, they end up just getting back up and you punch them to death. So I wish there was a way, I mean, maybe there's a mod for it that you can, like, clap them in irons immediately to basically field in prison. That way, they, once downed, you can prevent them from getting punched to death after you administer some first aid. Or if there was like a blackjack mod of like, hey, they're downed, knock them unconscious. You know, like go with your hilt and just like clock them real hard so they don't get back up. Something like that. Because the way it is now, half the time I go to like patch them up in the field, they just get back up and they die. And then if I don't, then they bleed out and they die. It's like, well, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Best way to do is to like carry them and like it'd be interesting if like one person could carry them and another pawn could patch them. That way they couldn't, you know, resist or whatever, but that's not the way the game works. Alright, let's do floors next. It's one of the reasons why I like sanguiphages. Is sanguiphages can just drink downed people, drink their blood until they're like extremely blood lost, preventing them from regaining consciousness, but not killing them. It's pretty handy to be like, all right, I've sanguinated you. There's no way you're getting up now. So I suppose if I had sanguiphages in the colony, it would be less of an issue. But still, it'd be nice to have an alternative method. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 29th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan.